You can't put me in any situation that I can handle. Don't do it to me. If you talk to somebody and they tell you, say, oh, because I'm more, don't do it. Don't put me in any situation I can handle.
Yeah. To anybody, boy.
No. Okay, you don't got to do
classes of integrity. He not only fake, he joined in the class of integrity. I say he's a criminal, he's a thief. To take a $45,000 car in the budget to vote for it, not just but to vote for it. And you didn't inform the people because say everything you will inform the people on record for that. And he didn't say anything about it. Okay, the pastor didn't vote. But why he didn't say it? Why he didn't say he voted for it? The records are there, gentlemen. Senator Delon should be treated as a common criminal for lying to the public that there's no $3.6 million in the budget. Okay, and they said they didn't want it. Where they place it? There's $3.6 million. The money here. The thing is in the budget. There's the final budget. So like they don't tell you when they took it all of a sudden where they put it. I beg you. One question is when they took it out, can you show us where you put your share? That's the question. If they answer that question, come back to me.
We now go over to Robert Tier of the Unity Party.
Yeah, everything I do, we must first tell the thing to the people.
That's what I'm saying.
We've been doing that. We have people cleaning the champagne in our various communities. In social science, say, we go to people and ask them what they name. And so you posting them to say, I name this. But if you don't ask your people, then where you carry to them? So before I ask them what they name, and what they name, that we take them to them.
Your three major priorities.
Right now, if you look at I'm a teacher in profession.
You teacher?
Yeah, I'm a teacher. The second thing is that we want the borough's autonomous.
The borough's what?
It's autonomous. It's autonomous. Yeah, it's autonomous.
Go ahead.
And we look at some of the things we have to consider because we talk about autonomous. That means you have a lot of facility, a lot of things that you do in the borough, and if you are autonomous and you have other things to do, and if you look at Nukuta, many young people are graduated from college also in the district. Right now, the first thing we embarked was to have a reconciliation regional meeting all of the communities.
So Tia, at what level were you teaching? Was it elementary, junior high, or senior high?
We're taking elementary divisions. Elementary division. And we're credible, we are more accessible, and we're development oriented. So
hello, Robert B. Tier is a librarian. After our graduation from the elementary school, we keep the Marlboro to attend the junior high school, the Pasadena Junior High School, and from there we went to Central High and we graduated 1998. I'm a teacher in professions. Robert Tier is one of the daughter's son. Robert Tier is one of the credible sons. Robert Tier is deserved to be a servant in the district. Robert Tier is a public servant. I always work at the Liberia National Security Agency in Kemakan, in Kemakan.
And I'm telling the Liberian government, I'm telling Joseph Boaka, I said Joseph Boaka, and I always talking to the senator, representatives that we elected you, we voted for you. We are single mother. We call you. We voted for you in the house. You're sitting there. Paulina play with us. And Paulina play with us. She will get it wrong for herself. She will get it wrong. Paulina, the small child. She running. She know how to have. She baby. If you want to take off anywhere, pay us. We'll go and sit down. But you can't come and tell all people that we're on your way government. Are we not Liberian? Are we not Liberian? That you taking bread from our table, taking food from our mouth because of your we are? Please, our senator, you can call back. Our senator in the house, you please talk for us. You say you are going to talk for the women. That's what Paulina is doing to us. She's taking bread from our mouth. We will be marching at that group. We all will be going to the mansion in black. We will walk to the mansion and we'll point tire. And they will kill all the way they came for you in your let they kill us. Because that's why they came for the kill. They said they came to rescue. But they never came to rescue or they came to kill us. We will march to the mansion, everybody going to wear black. Everybody that wear with Minister of State that they put down, I've been in Yango saying they will wear black. We'll go to the mansion, we'll put tire, we'll point it, we'll walk to the mansion. The liar they get there, the information director, the information minister is a black liar. The people came to steal. He came outside when he saw us. He stood on, he said, your words are going to Paulina, coming back. He never came back. He just left on the only thing they did, they called the police start shopping us all over the place. So if they will kill us, they must be ready to kill us some money. We are Liberian. We work and
these things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Boaka, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired.
Okay.
Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he himself said, he said, when you run for one term, he himself said it. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest. Find somebody else.
The government said they can't rescue or they can't kill or slowly. There's some of our we have 10 children, no husband to even help us to sustain our children. Now on the side what we're sending, that Susu can help us to pay our rent, to pay our children's school fee. But the government, people come here around, they tell us that we should leave the sidewalk. And once of the 7 area, they sort of be careful with. The water side, the poo water running from China Benny. They're not putting effort to clear the poo. Yeah, beyond Central Bay. Or in the carro, the necklace, nana, and not in the crack, on the carro. They're all a fair necklace. They can occupy the carro. The government see that one. But with the innocent people, why we know our job facility, our children on a house in college, now the business between us sustain our children. Just like Baka Kindo care and they can rescue. Why they say we should vote for our children fisher? They don't want our children fisher. They cannot damage our children fisher. If they love the citizen and they don't want riot, police or soldier, nobody can stop us. Because now where we get our daily bread from? None of the men, they're not supporting children with a mother, with a husband, with everything in the home. There's some of us were not educated at the business backing us. So when they temper around us, temper them with poo. Some of us will not of our weapon. We're going to medicine man was when you come into our market, we'll plan your eye, we will cripple you. Baba signal will whistle on you because we fell out with that nonsense in their country. Yeah, don't say I can rescue you, they want to kill or slow there. Not kidding there. So security, they keep my police, they keep me around with selling police, they cannot get our awareness for now until the 7. They want to see you on the street. That's it, but you don't get nobody job facility. And they're on the street. The people from the federal office they can come by our son. Our people making it. Yeah. And now that business will not belonging in market. Now along the street. And that market or say in a general market. Say la bureau phone all over the world. Great America, they started on the street. Africa, they started on the street. Now then la bureau. Why can improve? Now they want to suppress.
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired.
Okay.
Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he himself said it. He said, when you run for one term, he himself said it. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest. Find somebody else.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands. Come on, come on, come on. I know y'all sleeping now. Y'all gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us so. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to all our damages.
They say justice delayed is justice denied.
The thing we saw, it frustrates us.
And somebody said there are certain justice that can delay, but they cannot deny.
See, we just tell you that why we voted you, but you fool us.
You screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So
The power of democracy
why?
is the strength of the rule of law. Yes, let me repeat. The power of democracy is the strength of the rule of law. So when you say democracy is strong, democracy is thriving, democracy is towering.
The people fool us, so the people lie to us. The government each
All of those attributes
no one to trust.
will only be celebrated
To hope on nobody.
if the rule of law
Telling you, brother. So where are they?
accepts them.
Where are they? John that they said they could have.
We've been battling some issues today,
The people tired.
technical issues.
People tired. They
And so if you are joining us via our social media page, specifically Facebook
no work for people crying for.
and YouTube,
Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor.
we'd like to say thanks to all of you for joining us tonight.
So why?
Those of you listening to us via the radio, we expect that you experience some grounding in certain areas where you find yourselves listening to us. But please just bear with us. We are trying to upgrade. In fact, today the management said to us, Austin, can we just suspend your show or postpone your show for today so we can continue the upgrade? I said, no, management, we have to do the show and continue the upgrade tomorrow. He said, okay, sir, go ahead. And so we have to go ahead. You know, he said, okay, sir, yeah, who voice you are imagining? Kebe-san. She said, okay, sir, go ahead and do your show. We will continue our upgrade tomorrow. And so let me say a very, very pleasant good evening to all of you across the country. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to those of you in the diaspora. Our friends, our fans, our followers, our critics, and even those of you who do not like the things we say and the way we say them. It's good to have you joining us tonight on the last edition of the show of the Political Fellowship. We call you here so we can fellowship politically. We call you here so we can argue politically. We call you here so we can dialogue politically. We call you here so we can confront each other with mutual respect politically. And so this is your Political Fellowship.
The government betray us.
So now we are talking one thing. Yesterday we said to you, we made a commitment to you on yesterday that we were going to open the telephone lines for you today. Whatever the Supreme Court ruling was going to be, we were going to afford you the opportunity to say what you want to say. Do you want to say thank you to the full bench of the Supreme Court? Or do you want to blast the full bench of the Supreme Court? We will open the telephone lines tonight for you. But before we do that, the Supreme Court has finally ruled in the case involving members of the House of Representatives. The Supreme Court did not recognize any so-called majority. Everything that is enshrined or included in the ruling speaks to quorum or minority. Because there's nothing recognized as majority block in the House. That is a fact. And so tonight's edition promises to be great. We are still trying to get confirmation. You know, the speaker is extremely engaged. And so we're hoping that at 9 o'clock we'll be able to talk to him, to have him make a brief clarity on a social media post that he made immediately after the Supreme Court ruling. It is being speculated that the speaker has acknowledged the ruling, which is a fact that he has acknowledged the ruling. But it is also the speculation goes beyond acknowledgement of the ruling. He has said that he is resigning. Is that what he meant in his Facebook post? If we have him, we will talk to him. If we don't, because tonight is tense. You see the time I'm coming to the radio station, so you know tonight is tense, right? But whatever the situation is, whatever the case is, what is clear is that the Supreme Court has ruled in favor of Fonanti Kofa, making him the legitimate speaker of the Republic of Liberia. In fact, they didn't make him, they recognize, they reaffirm. So that's a word, reaffirming him as the legitimate speaker of the House of Representatives and mandating the lawmakers to do what is right. Ultra-virus. Hey, that because they're legally.
You see the reason why we ask what the government they have enough
Well, I'll tell you, when you add there, your action is ultra-virus.
for people crying for hunger.
That because.
Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor.
But all the lawyers are supposed to be having sense now.
Oh, nothing.
And all the lawmakers are supposed to be having sense.
The government
But is it, your action is ultra-virus? Is it, you don't get sense. But we can say you don't get sense. It's it ultra-virus. To the extent that they are proving that they do not have sense, they are running around beating drums and celebrating. They call saying your action is ultra-virus, then you celebrating. What does it say to you? Oh my word. It says that through the course that your action is ultra-virus.
government betray us.
The course your action is ultra-virus. Then you celebrating, you beating drum. What kind of country we find? Hey God. What kind of country we find? What's that, Izo? Is that clicking to any of those lawmakers from the so-called majority bloc that the Supreme Court used a phrase today or ultra-virus?
Tired with the promises.
Any sound, any inclined person here that war ultra-virus.
Tired with that.
The first thing they will do, they run to that lawyer to go consult, or they run to the research engines.
You lie.
What is ultra-virus?
You are like the
That
citizens.
the Supreme Court is using this and is definitely saying our action. Any action also this is ultra-virus. The Supreme Court saying that in a minute beating, jump and celebrating. Look, I told you before, I said our democracy is illiterate. And the reason why our democracy is illiterate because the major participants in our democracy are a group of illiterate people. And I thought we're playing fun, or we're joking, or maybe we didn't like them, or we didn't, have some form of respect for them. But that's a reality. Some people say your action is ultra-virus, then you celebrating. Somebody tell you your action is ultra-virus, then you celebrating. What kind of society do we have? Imagine the cause, my man, if you act outside this, you are wrong.
The people who are so. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal. I said we tired with their lies.
Imagine the cause say you are wrong
That let us.
and you are celebrating.
Tired with that.
What kind of country do we have? What kind of system do we have?
It frustrates us. So
Actually, Takunje, it is frustrating.
what?
It is frustrating.
We see.
Of course, Baba, we have a show tonight. This is Freedom Money. This is Freedom Hard Talk.
Use us.
This is Freedom FM.
Why?
This is Austin Kawa.
Why? But
And we are broadcasting live to you from Kerry Street in Central Monrovia.
the people who us. The people lie to us.
Very shortly, we will go to the Facebook page to welcome all of those who've joined us tonight to fellowship.
They lie.
And then we take a word from our sponsor. This show is proudly sponsored by Crime Stopper Liberia
The government.
of Omen Sam Zion.
They can lie.
And it is in partnership with Radio Entertainment Liberia.
No one.
And tonight we are giving out $20,000 Liberian to each of our winners. We begging your folks, please play the cash giveaway and walk away with $20,000. How come you do not want to win money?
Why we ask why the government betray? They have enough of time, but yeah, then stay they delay. People suffer.
Me, but I don't understand that one.
Look.
We say we giving you money. Yes, take your money.
So then
We not money. Eh?
you got nothing to show. Nothing.
So tonight we are paying out $20,000 Liberian dollars to each of our winners.
We ask
This means if we have 5 winners, we will give each person $20,000.
people.
If we have 20 winners, we will give each person $20,000 Liberian dollars. If we have 10 winners, we will give each person $20,000 Liberian dollars. All you have to do is make sure you dial *799
People like to
hash.
the government.
You send, and then you select option number 7 for Freedom FM and send. And you select option number 1 to play in US dollars, or you select option number 2 to play in Liberian dollars and send. It means whichever option you select, you send, and then you enter your mobile money password. That's how you play our cash giveaway tonight to walk away with 20K Liberian dollars.
We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now you need to deceive us.
And so we'll talk tonight. We might go to speak with our Councillor Sema Sarina Cephas.
Why can't you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you. That's why we both tell you.
On his understanding, his interpretation of the Supreme Court ruling. And then after that, we will talk what we know and what we think.
Why?
If we have Councillor Kofa at 9 o'clock, we'll talk with him for 5 minutes, nothing more than 5 minutes. And the conversation will only be around the perimeters of his Facebook post. And then we can let him go to rest and interact with his colleagues because his house is politically charged tonight. And then we'll move into giving you the chance to talk, and then we'll be doing draws to give you our $20,000. That's the size and shape of our show tonight. Very shortly, we'll take a word from our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia. But before that, let's welcome all of our worshipers tonight, our political worshipers tonight, to the show. And then when we come back, we'll take a word from our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia, and then we'll move into our discussion. So let's go to our Facebook Live and welcome all of our sponsors tonight. All of our worshipers, our political worshipers tonight and followers. No, I'm not doing what you want me to do. It's not possible. It's not possible at all. So let's go and recognize all of those who've joined us tonight. Asita Miller is joining us tonight as always from Soul Clinic community. George Watkins Jr. is joining us from District Number 3, Mozzarella County. Joseph Koyini Paul is joining us tonight. Okay, Joseph is joining us tonight. Abu Baga Sharif is following. He says, good evening, Manchester brother. AK from Vatan. Yeah, Abu Baga is from Vatan. Oh, Nico, my sister-in-law. Welcome. Yeah, Nico, my sister. Welcome, mama. Welcome. Good evening to you. Dubon Hill is joining us tonight. Sebastian William is also joining us tonight. Anthony Yondi is joining us. Success is also joining us from Pinsville. Matthew Gitawe is joining us from Grand Cape Man County. Sismankula Musu Dennis is also joining us tonight from New York City. Progress Orita Johnson is joining us. Progress, you remember I texted you, right? Okay, so you have to stay strong and be a strong woman. That text you sent me, don't do that again. Yeah, you are a strong woman. Never ever give up in your life. So Progress, it's good that you're having you are joining us tonight. And what I said to you, at least you can smile tonight and you are happy. Okay. Stephen Cody is joining us tonight. Emmanuel Yensua is also joining us. Emmanuel Yensua is joining us. Samuel Doe is joining us. Samuel Doe says, I love your presentation and reasoning in the Supreme Court ruling. I'm also surprised while the rebel lawmakers are rejoicing because of the legal word ultra-virus used in the ruling. Hope they are following you. Some of them are, because they texting me. One of my men I love me going texting me and costing me. I get down for it. He costing me. That's four different food that but I don't get that for him. Ellis Kulu is also joining us tonight, as well as Famata Taylor is also joining us from Broadville, my own Broadville. And let me say thanks to all of you who share our live feed tonight. It's good to have all of you joining us tonight. But folks, like we said to you, let's take a word from our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia. When we come back, we will dive into the Supreme Court ruling. The ruling is sweet. When you really, you eat the apple, you chew the apple, you bite the apple. That juice, that water, I can drip or spill in your mouth. You know how the Supreme Court ruling looking is sweet. It is tasty. So let's take a word from our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia. But don't forget, the cash giveaway is active. We said to you, we are paying out tonight 20,000 Liberian dollars, and all of our winners tonight will walk away each with 20K. And so all you have to do is to dial *799#. You send and select option number 7 for Freedom FM. And when you select option number 7 for Freedom FM, you send, and then 2 options will appear before you. One option will be asking you whether you want to play in US dollars, and another option will be asking you whether you want to play in Liberian dollars. Whichever option you select and send, you enter your mobile money password, and it's a bingo for you. You have played our cash giveaway. Let's take a word from our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia. When we come back, we talk politics and the ruling from the Supreme Court.
There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't take law in your hand, call the right authority. Really can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see you must talk it. And I mean you cheche, do it for your safety. If you see don't keep it, you must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Shama musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, you will report it. Don't take law in your hand for the right authority. That it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human talking, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Okay, thank you so much, OMSM Science, Crime Stopper Liberia. And so, yes, we're back tonight on your political fellowship. Okay, so we have to go to the Supreme Court ruling, and we can get the folks we're supposed to get tonight because because of some other issues, some other reasons, and so we will have to yes, we'll go through the conversation tonight. Don't worry, it's going to be very interesting tonight. For the short time we have to be here, it's going to be very interesting. The text messages are coming too much. Okay, interesting messages are coming. That's the reason. That is the reason. But please bear with us. Yeah, that's a reason. So please bear bear with us. Yeah, so please bear with us. We're trying to get some stuff here. Oh, these lawyers will not give us chance. Okay, I have to respond to some very important messages. Yes, I have to respond to some very important messages. Okay, let me. Okay, I think this is good. There are some that don't warrant response. Okay. Yeah, so so the messages are too much. Now, folks, probably some of you may not have followed the code process today. And some of you may have followed the code process on today, and you are aware that the Supreme Court issued her ruling today in a case involving Councillor J. Fonanti Kofa, Speaker of the House of Representatives, and some individuals. Of the House of Representatives. And so, oh yeah, sure. Don't worry about that. Sure. Yeah, that's what I meant. Don't worry, we'll go into that. Okay, James, I'm seeing that. Sure. Now that means we are receiving reports. I had the opportunity. I was invited by the university, AMU University, on Wednesday and Thursday, to moderate the debates between the freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior classes from for leadership, the leadership debate or the political debate between those who want to be leaders. And we did that on Wednesday and Thursday. And today climax the electoral activities on AMU campus. But we are receiving reports that Olive, one of the female candidates, has emerged victorious. Into the election. And let me, so Olive Josephine Robertson, we're receiving reports that she's emerged victorious in those elections. Okay, so we'd like to say, before we say congratulations to her, let's confirm that she's actually been declared winner of those elections that were held. I mean, she is the president of the Students' Governing Council at the African Methodist Episcopal University. And so I think I have to call her directly. Asu, if you are listening, you have to go downstairs. Asu, you have to go downstairs urgently. Okay, so let me see what I can get Olive from me. If I can't get her from here, then we have to go to something else. We'll talk about capital building politics because we have just 1 hour to go talk politics. Today, I'm not talking plenty. I'm talking just for 15 minutes. I'm only talking for 15 minutes today. Now, you will talk, and then we do cash giveaway. We give you money, and then we'll go home on a Friday. I'm not talking plenty today. The court has spoken enough. The court has done enough research. Everything we've been saying, the court has said that. The court has confirmed that. And we are only going to read what the court has said, and then we can move on. But we knew that the court was not going to say anything contrary to what we've been saying. So let's move into our discussion. Keep playing. We told you to the cash giveaway tonight. We are paying 20,000 Liberian dollars, and so the short code is star. God's help. Welcome, Otis Tamatia. Also, Ernest Tosa. Welcome to all of you. Abdullahi Dule. Welcome to all of you. You're there from Zozo. Welcome. So we said to you that the cash giveaway is active tonight, and the payout is 20,000 Liberian dollars tonight for each of our winners. Now, when we announce $20,000, we are not saying all the winners 20. No, we're saying each. Every winner will walk away with 20,000 LD. Will take home 20K. That's what we mean. We mean every winner will take home 20K. Once you win, we do the draw, your number pops up. You will walk away with 20K tonight, and your Saturday and weekends, your weekend will be set. So all you have to do is make sure you dial star. Make sure you have 200 LD in your mobile money account, and then you dial *7 and send, and then you select option number 7 for Freedom FM. You see Freedom FM jackpot. Option number 7. You select number 7, you send, and then 2 options will appear. Option number 1 is asking you to play in USD, and option number 2 is asking you to play in LD. Whichever option you enter or select, you send, and then you enter your mobile money password, and it's a bingo for you. So let's go to the Supreme Court. Today, the Supreme Court has some very interesting things to say. And I see that folks are running all around, display illiteracy, ineptitude, insanity, all of that. But it says to us how illiterate the society is, that if people at the legislature, at the level of the legislature, will not understand simple things, come to think about people who did not sit in classrooms. But anyway, that's the kind of lawmakers we send the Capitol building. So let's go straight to we'll not go to the judgment. Let's go to the judge. Sorry. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs, 6 paragraphs. So you can space down, you can exercise patience for all to read. That's 6 paragraphs. Now, the court said the Supreme Court, pursuant to Article 66, we're going to read all the articles. Article 66, Article 33, and Article 49. Those are the 3 articles the Supreme Court will base, used as a reliance, legal reliance to rule. So the court said that the Supreme Court, pursuant to Article 66 of the Constitution, shall be the final arbiter of constitutional issues, and shall exercise final appellate jurisdiction in all cases, whether emanating from the courts of records, court not of records, administrative agencies, autonomous agencies, or any authority, both as to the law and fact. The court say hence. If you quoting Article 66, they say hence, meaning therefore, however, moving forward, to conclude, to me, the interpretation of Article 66. Now the Supreme Court is interpreting Article 66. They say hence, the Supreme Court has the jurisdiction to decide constitutional issues arising out of internal dissensions, among the members of the legislature, as in the present case. There are too many persons who say the Supreme Court say didn't get authority to rule, they can't rule. That the Supreme Court ruling here. They say Supreme Court say Article 66 gives them the authority to rule in constitutional issues arising from the House of Representatives. Then they say, as in the current case, as in the present case, they say we got the authority to rule. So that whole argument that Supreme Court don't get any authority to interfere with the case, with the matter between the two sides in the House, that whole thing Supreme Court killed. They say Article 66 gives them the authority to intervene, to exercise power and authority. They say we get our authority, so we exercise it. So that one die. All the people you see, you run around and say, oh, the Supreme Court said they didn't get power, didn't get authority, they cannot intervene. That lie that the Supreme Court ruling, they say they get the authority to intervene. Let's go to the second paragraph. The Supreme Court says that it is the law in vague that the Constitution must be interpreted in light of the entire document rather than a sequestered, we get it, the meaning of all the 2 words, then a sequestered pronunciation, because every provision is of equal importance. And even where there is apparent discrepancy between different provisions, the court shall harmonize them if possible. When the law says yellow pole must not stick on green pole. But the law say when yellow pole stick on green pole, it will not join to blue pole. When the law say that, they will say the Supreme Court has the authority to harmonize, meaning to settle it. Even though the law say green pole can stick on blue pole, but the law did not say when green pole stick on blue pole and the green pole and the blue pole finish sticking together and they go stick on yellow pole. The law not talk about what should happen. The Supreme Court is saying in that case they reserve the authority to make a determination, to settle it, to solve it, to fix that problem. Because the only problem that the law gave them authority to fix that when green pole hit yellow pole. But the law gave them authority to settle problem when green pole hit yellow pole. They told the green and yellow pole join together, they go to hit blue pole. But when that happens, the Supreme Court say we reserve the authority to harmonize it because that's a constitutional issue. So we can sit down and use our discretion, look for precedent cases, and do research and settle it, solve it, fix that problem. That's what the Supreme Court saying here. The third part, the Supreme Court say that this court's interpretation of Article 33. Remember, the so-called majority bloc was making reference to Article 33, right? So let's read Article 33, then we'll come back to the Supreme Court's interpretation of Article 33. Let's go to Article 33 of the Constitution. We'll come back to this. Article 33. The court was interpreting the meaning of Article 33. So this is what the court says. The court says, Article 33 says, simple majority of each house shall constitute a quorum. Simple majority. What does simple majority mean? What do you mean? What does simple majority mean? Simple majority mean when you get 50 persons and 25 persons sit down here. That's simple majority. That's simple majority then. Simple majority means when you get 5 persons and 3 persons sit down or 2.5 human beings sit down somewhere. That's simple majority. And somebody say, just tell people say divide the number into 2. Yeah, just tell them divide the number into 2. When you divide the number into 2, then you add 2 only. That's simple majority. Now somebody say one math student say just tell people divide it into 2, then you add 1 or 2 more only. So the way the lawmakers are 73, you have divided 73 into 2. When you divide 73 into 2, the math students, the people who really know math, they say 35 plus 35, that's 70. So you get 35 lawmakers. The other get 35, mean there's 70, but there are 3 also. So that 3 are also. When you get 2, that's 37. That is simple majority, meaning one side will be more than the other side. Meaning when one side get one number over the other side, that's simple majority there. You get the point? It means the lawmakers are 73, right? Simple majority means you divide it into equal number. When you divide it into equal number, there'll be 35, meaning that's 70 lawmakers. When you divide it into 36, meaning that's 72 lawmakers. Then one leave over. They say they play like one person will go. That person get a simple majority. It means that person can do business on behalf of the house. That is Article 33 saying simple majority, divide the number into 2. The person gets when one side get one, when one side get one more than the other side, that person the boss man, the B man. That person can act. That person can do business. That person can transact. Simple majority. So when you get anywhere you get simple majority, just look for the total members in the organization. You divide that number into 2. When you have 50 in the organization, and then 26 person go one side, and 24 person go one side. The person that get 26, I mean that person get the authority to do business on behalf of the legislature. But here's what they say: simple majority of each house shall constitute a quorum for the transaction of business. Then they say, but hey, wait, stop, halt, listen to me. That but me. They say, but even though the person here needs 37 persons to transact business on behalf of the legislature or on behalf of the House of Representatives, they say, but a lower number may adjourn from day to day to compel the attendees of absent members, to compel the attendees, meaning to make those that are absent to come. That's what it means. That's why I say to compel the attendees of absent members. So it means they say a lower number, meaning any number lower than 37. So 25 members can meet in plenary, and then they will adjourn because they didn't reach 37 to conduct business. So they will adjourn. Then they will compel the absent members, the members that are absent for session that day. They will compel them to appear, to go to session. Whatever leadership style or attribute that the speaker or the leadership of the house desires to use, that's his or her business. But say you must be able to compel them, derive a strategy that will compel them to come to session. That's what the law is saying. So you must compel them to come to session. They say, but a lower number means minority. Any number less than 37, whether at 32, whether at 30, whether at 28, whether at 27. They say that number, the law recognizes that number still has authority. They say that number can adjourn from day to day, meaning they can say, okay, we reach quorum, so let's adjourn. We take motion, they mean the speaker can preside and entertain a motion to adjourn. When the speaker presides and entertain a motion for adjournment because they do not have quorum, the law will recognize that legal operation. I mean that action or that setting was legal. It was constitutional. That's what the law is saying. You see, we get 25, I mean, you're not legal, you're not constitutionally sitting. They just say you can't transact business, but you still got constitutional authority. That's what the law is saying. It also say, but that one is irrelevant to the case, but let me read it. It says whenever the House of Representatives and the Senate shall meet in joint session, the presiding officer of the House of Representatives shall preside. That one is irrelevant to the case. But the crux of the matter is simple majority of each house shall constitute a quorum for the transaction of business. Then they say, but a lower number may adjourn from day to day and compel the attendance of absent member, meaning you need 37, but if you don't have 37, 25 men can go sit down in the chamber. And those 35 persons, they can read the agenda, do roll call, they reach the roll call and realize that you don't have a quorum. You are not Mr. Speaker. We are sorry. There are 25 members present and for the Sunday member absent. And so the speaker say, we do not have a quorum for this to conduct business for this session. Why is it will? Somebody say motion for adjournment. You adjourn. Then you compel the other member. You send a sergeant arm. Maybe you telephone to call them, or you text messages, or you the chiclet. Why you are not in session? Blah 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 blah. That will compel them to come to session. That's what the law is saying. The law is saying because you get 25 members and you are the legitimate speaker sitting in session, it means you're not speaker. That's not it, Article 33 say. Now let's go back to the Supreme Court ruling and interpretation of Article 33. Having read Article 33, let's go back to the Supreme Court ruling on Article 33. The Supreme Court says that the court's interpretation of Article 33 of the Constitution 1986 is that whether a simple majority is sitting or a lower number. Remember that Article 33 already spoke about simple majority, right? And I told you that 37 represents simple majority. And I also told you that Article 33 spoke about a lower number may adjourn if they don't have quorum to compare those that are absent to appear, right? So the court is saying, the court say that this court's interpretation of Article 33 of the Constitution 1986 meaning is that whether a simple majority is sitting or a lower number, in both cases, meaning simple majority and lower number, in both cases, a presiding officer defined in Article 49. I can't read for you Article 49. She said a presiding officer, defined in Article 49 of the Constitution is the Speaker. Declare is the Speaker, and in his or her absence, the Deputy Speaker. They go clear on that one. The court say whether you get quorum 37, meaning that what? My simple majority. The court say, let me tell you something. Whether you get simple majority, whether he say, okay, maybe the court say whether Fonadi gets simple majority because he's a speaker now. So the court is saying whether Fonadi has simple majority 37, whether he get minority 25, it recognizes him as a speaker as enshrined in Article 49 of the Constitution. Because the law says the Speaker of the House is a presiding officer. And your presiding officer needs 37 lawmakers to constitute a quorum to do business. And the law also says in case where the Speaker does not have 37 lawmakers, it does not render him powerless. It does not render him not being the Speaker. It does not render him removed as Speaker. They say he's still Speaker and he can still use his authority or gavel to go to session, adjourn and compel the other people that are absent to come to session. I want Article 33 say. Now, the court say we recognize it and we rule. We affirm that the presiding officer, in keeping with the intent of Article 33, is the Speaker. Then they made reference to 49. They say, why we say the Speaker? We say it's a Speaker because we say the Speaker in reference to Article 49 of the Constitution. Let's go to Article 49 and see what it says about who the Speaker. Article 49. Article 49 says, the House of Representatives shall elect once every 6 years a Speaker who shall be the presiding officer of that body. Nobody else can preside. Only preside means that he elected for 6 years. It didn't stop there. It said a deputy speaker, meaning the speaker one, a deputy speaker. These are two. They say a deputy speaker. Then they say, and such other officers as shall ensure the proper functioning of the house. Period. It stopped there. Then it went further to say, the speaker, the deputy speaker, and other officers so elected may be removed from office for cause by resolution of a 2/3 majority of members of the house. It means you can remove the speaker without him presiding. You can. Because you need a resolution that should be presented with a signature of 2/3. That's all the law saying for the now. It means to have a new speaker. An old speaker must be presiding to entertain your complaint backed by a resolution of a 2/3, and then he recuses himself, and then a deputy takes over because he is present. No deputy speaker can preside in the presence of a speaker. I even went to their sir, and Clarence Guy was presiding, and me ran that entire sitting illegal because Clarence Guy is not the presiding officer. He was never elected by anybody as presiding officer. So he's not presiding officer. So he commenced and initiated a session outside of Article 33 and Article 49. That's what the court ruling saying here. And I'm lawyer, and I enter law school. I just research consultations. We see people who went to law school, some of them are instructors or professors or lecturers at the law school. Because of their political sentiments, they allow their political sentiments to becloud their sense of reasoning. And they're even posting on Facebook. I see some of their lawyer friends on the wow. Is this person writing? Is this you? I see lawyers on their posts asking them, is this you? The lawyering profession has code of ethics that lawyers should be guided by. The Councillor Oswald Tuer was talking about that recently in Ganta to his lawyers. See lawyers interpreting the Supreme Court ruling. See lawyers, and tomorrow they will go to classroom to go teach law. And they will expect that our students will not do what they're doing. Can you imagine? But the law is clear. This is Article 49. The speaker is elected for 6 years. And they say that speaker, when that speaker is elected, he shall be the presiding officer of that body. And the deputy speaker can only preside when he is not available or he is absent. All the time Clarence Gawa presiding was Fonadi absent? No. All the time Tifa was presiding, was Fonadi absent? No. The law is about you presiding. It's not about you being prevented. That's why they call it not even entertain a recklessly. The fact that you had gavel and presided, the law said no, that's not how you're supposed to preside. You not get authority. Demo was elected for 6 years as presiding officer. To remove me, you should remove him of course, and there must be a resolution of today. And the law clearly established how you are supposed to channel your grievances. It means one group of people can get versed today, they go sit down in West Point and say, we don't want you. It means there'll be no peace in our house because the day anybody gets there do tomorrow, the other group angry, we're not writing no resolution, we're not submitting it to you, we're just moving, we take our majority people, we'll go sit down in Bogon Jide too. That's what the law, the Supreme Court bench seeks to correct. The Supreme Court bench wants to correct this lawlessness. Let's go to the ruling. Now, the court said, in this court's interpretation of Article 33 of the Constitution 1986, is that whether a simple majority is sitting or a lower number command, in both cases, meaning whether simple majority or lower number, in both cases, they say, we don't care. They say, in both cases, presiding officer, they say, presiding officer defined in Article 49 of the Constitution is a speaker. They clear. They're not missing that words. They're telling you that, hey, whether simple majority or lower number, presiding officer defined in Article 49 is the speaker. They clear. They didn't talking that. They didn't want talking at me. They said the court's interpretation of Article 33 of the Constitution 1986 is that whether a simple majority is sitting or a lower minority or a lower number, she said, in both cases, a presiding officer command defined in Article 49 of the Constitution is the speaker. And in his or her absence, the deputy. They clear. Is it because he can go and preside in the main chamber? Not because they think they get 41 or 42 or 39, so they ain't go in there. But that clearly, I mean, he not speaker again. They consider that on a reckless thing on. Article 49 said this man was elected for 6 years as speaker and presiding officer. If there are crimes or any claims against him, follow the channel, go there and engage him. The lawyer said he must run away from him. and go sit down somewhere. When you run away and go sit down somewhere, who elected you presiding officer? Who elected you presiding officer? Who gave you authority? That gavel is given to the speaker. Only the speaker can turn his gavel over and say, okay, I got call or I got meeting or I'm not available today. The deputy speaker will preside. And even as that, there's no law that says the deputy speaker must preside. And if the lawmaker believes that deputy speaker must not preside, they say just get up recklessly and start cussing. Oh, deputy speaker, you're not presiding. You're not presiding. You're not presiding. They say you. There should be a formal process. The speaker did not turn any gavel over to the deputy speaker, even though he does not have to formally do so, because the law says the deputy speaker can assume that role or that responsibility in the absence of the speaker. And the speaker's absence has to be formalized. Oh, Jeremiah, on official trip, I will not be in session. At that point, you don't need anybody to say we are approving you, Thomas Father, to preserve, because the law says he assumes that role in the absence of the speaker. The law say when the speaker presiding here, then all y'all get on, y'all go so. Then y'all go say the speaker is absent, so we presiding. Now, that's not what the law means. The law does not mean that. Let's go further. Excuse me. They really went further to say that the event where the speaker is presiding over a minority, in the case that Fulani case, he's presiding over the minority. The Constitution is devoid of the mechanism, meaning the Constitution falls short. The Constitution did not state. The Constitution did not establish devoid, falls short, did not state, silent. The Constitution is devoid of the mechanism for how the minority is to compare attendance of absent members. Command. And the legislature has promulgated no enabling statute or standing rules setting forth the process for compelling absentee members to attend sessions as envisioned under Article 33 of the Constitution, semicolon. And listen to what they're saying. The men reading the law, they're only stopping rare. They didn't come down. They say, and, meaning continue. In, that under these circumstances, what are the circumstances? Under the circumstance or the circumstances where the Constitution did not state how the lower number or the simple majority or the lower number, as if in the case, how Funati is supposed to use the lower number to compare absentee lawmakers to come to session. They say under these circumstances where the Constitution did not state how Funati is supposed to compel lawmakers, absentee lawmakers, to come to session. Then she also said that even though the Constitution did not state how Funati presiding over the minority as a legitimate speaker is supposed to compel lawmakers to come to session, it also recognizes the fact that the same house has not promulgated or established or developed or passed any or set any regulation or statute that is supposed to decide or determine how a legitimate speaker presiding over a minority is supposed to compel the so-called or the absentee lawmakers to come to session. The Supreme Court say because the Constitution did not state how Funati is presiding over the minority is supposed to compel them to come to session, and that the legislature has not formulated or promulgated or established or passed a statute or a regulation to determine how Funati presiding over the minority is supposed to compel the absentee lawmakers to come to session. Some people say for this one. Some people say for this aspect. And they clear, they say for this aspect, they say that under the circumstances, the Supreme Court cannot do for the legislature, because the legislature is supposed to enact laws or statutes that will support constitutional provisions where there are ambiguities. That statute, under our legal jurisprudence, that's the lawmakers, that statutory laws will use to explain or expand constitutional provisions. So when the constitution falls short or is quote unquote ambiguous, we pass statutes or statutory laws to explain or to establish those frameworks that will be able to follow or expand the explanation or the interpretation of constitutional provision. In this case, the Supreme Court say the Constitution is not clear how fraternity presiding over the minority is supposed to compel absentee lawmakers. So the law recognizes all of those lawmakers calling themselves majority lawmakers as absentee lawmakers. The court's ruling recognized them as absentee lawmakers. It didn't recognize them as majority bloc. This ruling recognizes them as absentee, meaning absent from work. But they say the Constitution does not establish a framework that is supposed that states how a speaker presiding over a minority is supposed to compel them to come to work. It also says that even the lawmakers, the legislature, has not also established a framework or a statutory law that is supposed to compel or state how lawmakers can be compelled to come to work. The Supreme Court ruling is still recognizing them, calling themselves majority bloc, as absentee lawmakers. They say even because the Constitution does not establish that framework, and the lawmakers or the legislature has not also established that framework, we, as a court, we cannot do what the legislature is supposed to do. They are supposed to pass laws, statutory laws, statutes, to guard the full implementation of the Constitution. If they don't do that, we are not lawmakers. They just tell you that we are not lawmakers. In this case, that law, meaning that statute is required to expand on constitutional provisions that have ambiguities. So the fact that the legislature has not promulgated or passed laws, statutory laws, to explain or establish a clear-cut procedure or framework that will compel, that will authorize the speaker presiding over the minority to compel the absentee lawmakers to come to work, we can't do that for them because we are not lawmakers. We are interpreters of the law. That they portion the minute they running all around say the court say they can't rule. The court say they can't interfere. That they portion the minute they running all around say the court say we cannot interfere. We cannot interfere with the legislature. That they portion. The court did not say we cannot interfere. The court said Article 66 gives them the authority to interfere in this matter. But the court say when it comes to passing law, statutory law that is supposed to expand or further interpret or clearly establish certain provisions that will expand on certain provisions in the Constitution, they do not have that authority because they are not lawmakers. To state how the speaker is supposed to compel absentee lawmakers to come to session, it requires law, statute. For us, we are the statute. When you establish a statute, our role is to interpret it. But we can't establish statute for you. So to this end, we can't say anything about it because they're not our authority, they're not our jurisdiction to establish law. They were simply telling lawmakers, you did not establish law that will state how you are supposed to compel absentee lawmakers to come to session. Meaning, to compel absentee lawmakers to come to session, it requires law because the Constitution did not say it. So it requires statute to say it. Since there is no statute, we can't give you statute. We can't develop statute for you. We can't because we are not lawmakers. We are laws interpreters. So you are the ones who are supposed to develop or pass or enact a statute to state how lawmakers, how the speaker presiding over the minority is supposed to compel the absentee lawmakers to come to session. It requires law. And say it requires lawmaking, we are not lawmakers, so we can't act on that one. Is that any minute they run, they say the Supreme Court say they can't rule in that case. That anything the Supreme Court say, then the minute running, they say Supreme Court, Supreme Court say we can't act. Supreme Court say it's now in a preview. Supreme Court say Article 66 gives them the authority to take charge of this matter and interpret it. And they have done that, they have interpreted that. But the aspect that has to do with lawmaking or start making statutory law to set a framework or determine how the speaker presiding over a minority can compel the absentee lawmakers to come to session, that one requires law. And that lawmaking, when it comes to lawmaking, that does not fall within our jurisdiction, and we cannot exercise anything over that because it does not fall within our jurisdiction. The illiterate men take it running all around, say Supreme Court say we can interfere with the case. This conversation is not for seditions, it's for unity partisans, it's for seditions, it's for liberty partisans, it's for ANCs. ANC partisans is for Liberians. We need to be fair, sincere to ourselves. The Supreme Court is clear. Somebody say the Supreme Court is ambiguous. What is the ambiguity in the Supreme Court ruling? There's no ambiguity in the Supreme Court's ruling. They're clear. Just that people are very weak in comprehension. People do not take that time to read, to research, to consult. So they don't understand. When people speak, when professionals speak, they say Supreme Court rules, Supreme Court ambiguous. And the Supreme Court is making references to constitutional provision. They say they're ambiguous. Is this what you call ambiguity? You say Supreme Court ruling is ambiguous? I disagreed. The Supreme Court ruling is not ambiguous. It is clear. Where they have authority to rule, they exercise their authority and they rule. They reference Article 66. They say the first argument is, you say Supreme Court does not have authority to interfere in the matter. Supreme Court says does not interference. Article 66 gives us the authority to handle constitutional issue. This matter, the present matter in the House, is a constitutional matter, so we have authority, so we act. I say Supreme Court didn't get authority to act. Supreme Court say Article 33 is clear. Our interpretation of Article 33 is that the Speaker is the presiding officer of the House. He's elected for 6 years, and anything outside that is ultra virus. After all the opinions, let's go to the last one. He said that under the circumstance, I read this already. Let's go to the this is where they say now, therefore. They say wherefore, and in view of the foregoing, they say in view of the foregoing, any sittings or actions by members of the legislature not in conformity with the intention. Don't forget, the bench told you the intention of Article 33 and Article 49. So now they are ruling. This is the actual ruling I'm reading. They say, now therefore, and in view of the foregoing, any settings or actions by members of the legislature not in conformity with the intent of Articles 33 and 49 of the Constitution are ultra-virus. They can't define what ultra-virus is. Hence, therefore, however, members of the House of Representatives are to conduct themselves accordingly. You see the mandate? Do you see the mandate? The Supreme Court is mandating them. They say anything. The Supreme Court say, therefore, in view of the foregoing, any settings or actions by members of the legislature not in conformity, not in a confirm, not in a perimeter, not in keeping with the intention of Articles 33 and 49 of the Constitution are ultra-virus, meaning unconstitutional, not acceptable, outside of the Constitution. What ultra-virus mean? This is illegal. If you elected for Richard Kung outside Article 33 and 49, it's illegal. It's unacceptable. It's unconstitutional. It's rejected. It's nullified. It's null and void. That's what they're telling you, yeah. The devil, members of the House of Representatives, you are to conduct yourselves accordingly. Imagine your man, your partner telling you, say, hey, my man, behave. And conduct yourself accordingly. That's some people say, is it some people was ambiguous? Is it some people were weak? They were lazy? Is this a lazy statement? There's some people telling you, therefore, some people telling you, hence, members of the House of Representatives are to conduct themselves accordingly. Somebody telling you, conduct yourself accordingly. If you are conducting yourself accordingly, okay, let's forget about everything we now say now. Let's focus on the last paragraph or last sentence. Some people say, hence, members of the House of Representatives are to conduct themselves accordingly. Just by that alone, if you go to good school, you get sense. If you get sense, if you can reason, when somebody tells you, my man, conduct yourself accordingly, what does it suggest to you? It suggests to you that you are not conducting yourself accordingly, that you're not, that you have not been conducting yourself accordingly. Go say that somebody, my man, behave yourself. It means you are not behaving. Go say that somebody, my man, conduct yourself accordingly. It means you are not conducting yourself accordingly. Therefore, you are advised to conduct yourself accordingly. They want for the people who get sense. It's not for the people who got fixed man made up. Imagine some of you go to school, you have 2-3 master degree. They put you in government, you say, yeah, I get 2-3 master degree. I want to go school. I want to AMU. I graduated a master degree with honor. And you sitting down, the subject telling somebody, say, you are advised to conduct yourself accordingly. Then you clapping your hand. What kind of stupidity in the country? Somebody tells you, hey, my man, hey, you, my man, you are advised or order to conduct yourself accordingly. Then you clap. My man, behave yourself. Then you clap. My man, conduct yourself accordingly. Then you clap your hand. Conduct yourself accordingly is equal to telling my man, go sit down. It means you're standing. When somebody tells you sit down, it means you are standing. And the reason why they are telling you to sit down, it means you should not be standing. So they say sit down. When you sit down, you are in accordance to the protocol at that gathering. When you are standing, you are not in accordance with the protocol. So they say sit down. And you clap your hand. How the hell somebody tell you sit down and you clap your hand? My man, please sit down, then you clap. You call jump. People, they beating jump. Say, my man, sit down. Then you clap and you beating jump. They say, conduct yourself accordingly. Then you beating jump. You leave all the ruling, all the opinions of the code and the ruling from the code. You leave everything. You just focus on the one paragraph, the one sentence. The code telling you, members of the legislature conduct yourselves accordingly. Then you clap and you celebrate. What is this? When we talk about the literacy of our democracy, this is it. We told you our democracy is illiterate. And our democracy is illiterate because we have over 95% of the people we send to the executive, to the legislature, they are a bunch of illiterate people. That sense of reasoning is low. Low to the lowest level. They don't reason. Even though you want to get school, we get university. People can go there for the degree. When they come back, they can do different things. See university lecturer, law school, people lecturing at the law school. They are ignoring the fact that some people use a description and order clearly. Some people say any actions outside Article 33 and Article 49 is ultra viral. Law school lecturer is on Facebook ignoring that portion and focusing on something else. Because what? He has a SAR. But that man will go fill one law school student tomorrow when that law school student does the same thing. That law school student, that law school instructor will go fill somebody tomorrow. Because that law school student allow his sentiment to push him into taking side in an opinion that he told the men to analyze. While analyzing the opinion, the law school student takes a side. That law school professor will go fear that man or run pain and say, go do it over. But he's on Facebook doing the same thing. Some people use a denigrating word. It's denigrating, it's disgraceful. For them to tell you, for some people to tell you, action. There's some people, they didn't miss a word. She clear that all your actions, any actions, is something called ambiguous. There's something called say, the fact that you have taken action, it is established that you took action. How many actions you took? Clarence got presided over a session. He was not elected presiding officer. He was not elected speaker. He was not elected deputy speaker. He was not elected speaker pro tem. But he presided over session until Father went and joined him. So the time you are presiding over the session, they invited Mo Aline and all of that, government officials. That was also Article 33 of the Constitution and Article 49 of the Constitution. But he didn't have authority to preside over that gallery. If they say it's a legitimate gallery, that's why we render the gallery illegitimate. He didn't have authority. Who granted him the authority? What is the record to show? He was never elected speaker pro tem. In which capacity was he presiding? Even in a very group, the chairman of judiciary was in that group. Marcus Tomo, he didn't preside. He's over Clarence guy in ranking. He didn't preside. So on what grounds was he presiding? You take a floor member and make him presiding officer. The Supreme Court say any actions outside Article 33 and Article 49 is ultra viral. It's unconstitutional. It's illegal. It's outside of your authority. No law give you authority to pull Clarence guy over any law, any legislative sitting to preside. No law give you that power. It's not within your scope. There's nothing to show how Clarence guy, my good friend, obtained the authority or acquired the authority to preside over the session. That's why the lawmaker saying ultra viral. I'm telling you, Johan Abu Bakar, I'm telling you, the thing is just very simple. You just don't have a strong sense of reasoning, strong knowledge. Your comprehension skill has to be strong and all of that. Do small research and consult. You will understand what the Supreme Court was saying today. This does not even require forcing and fighting and insulting each other. It just requires strong people with strong IQs to understand what the Supreme Court is saying. Who gave Clarence guy authority to be? Clarence guy is a good friend. Even a leader with that calling you, people call with Tom. That's how close we are. I can say, look, I don't hide from my friends. I support George Weah any day. But I can say on this radio, I don't hide from my friends who do not agree with my ideology or people that I support. I don't hide from them. I call their names. I identify with them publicly and openly. I said, they are my friends. I don't hide from them. For the family, those are my friends. They are on the other side. I don't hide for them. I'm not going to be faking Fonati. I support Fonati. I call you a boss. But he needs to know that I have friends on the other side. And I said to him, for the family is my friend. Clarence guy is my friend. Ava Jew is my friend. I don't hide it. But we must be able to call a spade a spade. The only thing I will not do in my disagreement with them, I will not use invectives. I will not be dead about them against them because what? They are friends. There's laugh after this struggle. I don't want them to see me and they bow their heads because they said things about me. I don't want to see them and I bow my head because I said things about them. But to disagree on the issue, we will disagree on the issue and we stick to the issues. They are friends, but they are my friends, but they are proceeding wrongly. They are proceeding wrongly. And they have to do what is right. This Supreme Court ruling is too very clear that anybody can easily understand if they want to understand. But at this point, all I can say to the two sides is, hey, now that the Superior Court has ruled, the only option is to go back and do what is right. If you still insist you want to remove cover, that is your right. We do not have a problem with that. We can say don't remove Kofa, but then all you have to do as a civilized group of people, go back, formulate your petition, gather your signatures, sign them, get them, attach your signatures to your petition, submit it to the leadership of the House, presided over by Kofa. Once that petition is submitted, any of you can put your hand on and raise the motion, call it for his recusal. All of us will start. If Kofa, the day you submit your petition to Kofa and he refused to put your petition on the floor, trust me, Kofa didn't get my support again. And I'm saying this on the radio. The day those lawmakers go back to that chamber and they formulate their petition and put their petition before Kofa, and Kofa deny them their petition to get on the agenda, he not get my support again. I'm serious about that. I'm saying that. And I've said that to him. Even yesterday, I told him, up to today, this afternoon, I told him, I said, Council, when the Supreme Court rules today, if the Supreme Court rules against you, we'll do what the court says. He said, Austin, trust me, I'm a lawyer. A good one too. I will never in my life, I will defy the Supreme Court because I know how much capacity I have, and I know how much connection I have. I know how much money I'm able to make from my lawyering profession compared to my lawmaking profession. So I'm not going to risk it. If the Supreme Court rules against me today, trust me, I will be the first person to honor the Supreme Court ruling. But if the Supreme Court rules in my favor, I will still be the first person to reach out to my colleagues and ask them. I'm not going to tell my colleagues, hey, you don't remove me. Or I'm going to ask them, hey, gentlemen, I agree, you don't like me. My leadership, you want to remove me. But gentlemen, can we do it within the confines of the law? He said, I will swear. Just give me a petition. You don't give it to nobody, you'll give it to me. I will walk to the chief clerk and give it to her. And sit down with her, she formulated the agenda, and she will put your petition on the agenda. The next day, you'll tell me who you want me to recognize in session. When you come to session, you'll tell me, say, who you want me to recognize to raise the motion for my recusal. You say, I will recognize that person. That person will raise the motion for my recusal. And as soon as that person raises the motion for my recusal, I will try that motion right there. I'm not going to do anything. I will try that motion right there. As soon as that motion passes for my recusal, I recuse myself. I turn the gavel over to Tifa, and Tifa will preside over that matter. When that matter is handled, finish everything. If I lost, no issue. I will sit down as representative of Grand Crew. If I win, I retain my seat as speaker. We'll move on. It's clear on that. And so we end on this note. Don't forget, we have money to give out tonight. And so we have to give our money to people. $20,000. We told you to be playing while we're talking because as soon as we finish talking, we'll come and do cash giveaway to do your jaws and pay you $20,000. I don't know what's happening to my platform tonight. Nothing seems to be displaying. And so let me refresh again and see what's happening. Let me refresh and see what's happening. Okay, let me refresh and see what's happening. But while we are refreshing, I want to start doing your draw and give you $20,000. But if my system seems to be, I don't know what's happening here. I keep telling these radio entertainment people that Lone Star is a mess, but they're not listening. Let me cancel it again and see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, so now it's time to give out money. So all you have to do is say to you $7 you see the same thing I'm talking here. You see. So I have to go back to get this. I have to go back to get this thing because we lost the boat. I want to give you your money. Okay, let me come down. We lost the ball. Actually, trust me, we lost the ball. We lost everything. So I have to come back and get this done. No, yeah. But let's be taking calls while I try to settle it. 0776. Okay, this is it. Let me do. So 0776 104 104 0886 500 104 are the numbers to call and be a part of the show tonight. plus 231-886-500-104 is the WhatsApp number. But trust me, folks, I really want to give her $20,000 on that part. From all indications, I can't give her the money because nobody is playing. So you guys are not playing me. You don't want the money. So let's take cost. Well, let me announce the code again. If you play, you walk away with the money. If you don't play, that's it. Star 799 hash, you send, and then you select option number 7 for Freedom FM and send. And then the two options will appear to you. You see that option number 1 to play in US dollars, or you see that option number 2 to play in Liberian dollars and send. And then you wait for a few seconds and enter your mobile money password. That's all I can do. The short code is available to you. If you play, that's it. If you don't play, that's it. I think I can do one draw to give $20,000 out tonight. Let me see what I can do this draw. Let me take this call first. Hello? I'm okay. Please go ahead. From Broadway. Let's hear you.
Yeah, you said the people are playing a part today. What happened? Only for the people who see that they are found here and jealous, they are the ones leaving. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to somebody else. Let's see. Let's go. Let me see whether the WhatsApp number is active. The people from the diaspora can complain. Say, oh, man, you can be focusing on the WhatsApp number. We can be calling you. You see, the number is up again. Thank God, say, I check you. Okay. So let me take this person. Hello, good evening to you. Oh, man, how you sounding? So you want freedom? How to you sounding? Get a vest? What is the issue? From where? Maggie B. Kante, let's hear you. Supreme Court has ruled. You listen to the conversation. What do you make?
I said, thank you very much for your ruling. But, bro, I don't want to know if our fellow negotiate they are in majority class. Get two things, they get peace and they get education. So I don't want to tell the poor family, the people, what they call it, the people, the family and chokers. Only they understand if they are educated, bro, do not be talking about what of good things and they say I want to do you need the man I'm going to just speak up. It is with your cool. If you say you are prepared for you, they stop copying going to just speak up. Nice speak up. You get man get educated me. I'm that's what educated is your constitution. You're not the thing that they will please. Thank you, bro.
Thank you very much. Let's hear somebody else. Good evening to you. Go ahead.
Hello?
Let's hear you. Hello, you laugh. Go ahead, my man. My man, you're not ready, remember. Hello, let's hear somebody else. You calling, you want me to be Tony over there? Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Let's hear you.
I'm Isaac Amito Dennis, the chairman for the Voice of Cranky, the country I come from.
Okay, let's hear you, Dennis.
Yeah, thank you. You see what we're just saying? Those guys were all around flying with all misinformation to the public. Today, they will only take some part of the ruling and just flash it out. Instead of reading it and understanding it, digesting it. But my question here now, who is the public going to do business with?
Now when level Joe Baga, you want to do business with anybody like Benny? He should know now there is. Thank you. You should know that there's a legitimate speaker.
Yeah, because if you do that, that way last week, because he was supposed to go and talk to that guy there, he then go back to session. They can go and find another means because I know they will always find means for that. So he said go and talk to them, but if for that thing to go there, I don't think that will go down there. So when Lee as a trainer, they will know what project and who will sign our project. That's what the problem is. So he need to do the needful. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, you are most welcome. Let's talk to one of the winners here tonight of our $20,000 Liberian dollars. Let's see whether we can get this person to answer our call, and then we can give them 20K If this person answers, he or she walks away with $20,000 Liberian dollars tonight. 086732660. Hello, good evening. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, this is Austin Kawa. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Yeah, Patricia, big question, car market.
Patricia?
Yeah,
Patricia. Patricia who?
Sequel, S-R-Q-E-S.
S?
R-Q-U-E-S.
SRTUEH.
Yeah.
Patricia Sitwe.
Sequel. Yeah,
Okay, how many times you play the cash giveaway tonight?
5 times.
5 times. You deserve to win. Actually, you deserve to win. Patricia, we'd like to say congratulations to you. Your 20,000 is on its way to your phone.
Thank you.
Okay, that's Patricia Sitwe. Let me talk to the next person, the next winner here on this number 0881 17 0176 2396. Okay, this is another winner here. Let's see whether we can get this person to answer his or her call tonight. If this person answers, this person walks away with 20K tonight. Okay, let's see whether this person answer. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine.
My name is Austin. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Yeah.
What is the name?
Rachel Bagon.
Rachel?
Yeah.
RRCHEL. Rachel who?
Bacon, B-A-R-C-O-N.
B-A-R-C-O-N.
Yes.
Rachel Bacon, where do you live?
I live Bounville Estate.
Oh, Bounville Estate. Okay, how many times you play our cash giveaway tonight?
I play 1 time.
You see the luck? Some people play 1 time, some people play 5 times, some people play 10 times. So you just play 1 time, you are a winner tonight.
I don't play the team, but every Friday I can play. Every Friday I can play, and I tell people to play, I teach people to play, they can win, but I can't win.
Oh, for real?
And I teach people to play, they can win, I win for me, but I can't win. God, thank you, Jesus. Jesus.
So you really been, how long you been playing this game?
I've been playing from February. I've been playing. I just been playing every week. I can play. On a Friday, I can play from the morning hour. Like one Friday, I play 2 times in the morning. So no for me to win in the evening. I play again. I always play. Just man, I play before your program. I play. I was just talking to God. I still go do it for me back for it. Like get to mad. And God just do it for me. Thank you.
All right, Richard Bagon would like to say congratulations to you. You are a winner of $20,000 tonight.
Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
So, Richard, we are about to transfer your money to you. You see your name is spelled R-R-C-H-E-L, right?
R-A-C-H-E-L.
Oh, okay, R-A-C-H-E-L. Okay, is this the number that's registered on your mobile money account?
Yes.
Richard Bagon, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Richard, your money is on its way to you. When you receive the money, call this number back to confirm.
All right.
Okay, Richard Bagon is one of our winners. Let me send her stuff to her quickly. 0881 76 23. Okay, I don't call the last 2 numbers. Okay. Those 2 winners have already won 20K each. Hello, go ahead. Hello, you laugh. Oh, Jesus. I don't know the people can begin mistake to call the show. Oh, wow. Okay, let's hear this person. Good evening to you. Let's hear you.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm okay. Please go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. You say today, because I tuned in late, so maybe I may not go directly to the topic, but I want to speak to the issue that occurred today. That is the ruling of the Supreme Court.
You're live on the radio. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, thank you. So the Liberian people have said what the Supreme Court has said, and if only the so-called majority bloc refuse to go to session beginning Tuesday and upward, the Liberian people will have to rally themselves and compare the people, because the Constitution does not in what kind of way to compare them. So in any way that will compare them to go to work, we will have to rally ourselves together to compare the lawmakers who are not breaking the laws to go and do the business that we let them for, or that seat be declared vacant, so that all the people who are serious can go and fill out the gap to be able to do the Liberian business. That is my input. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You made a very salient point, and we are going to support any citizen action to compel our lawmakers to go to work. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, hello, Austin. This is Gloria.
Gloria, go ahead.
Yeah, I think today is a win for democracy. But I'm beginning to get confused about the majority bloc. It seems as though they are reading the laws upside down. And I didn't really expect this from Honorable, how you call him, the spokesman. Because he seems to be a fine gentleman, but he's saying things off head for the family. But I think what I've gathered today, they should go back under the gavel of the speaker. And this is clear. We all have seen it. But if they refuse, I want to let the speaker know that their seat should be declared vacant for business to go on. Because nobody will have them walk against the rule of law. It's not going to happen. And I want to tell people like Honorable Mema Bree and others who will want to walk out or, impose their behavior or whatever they want to say on the speaker so he will step down or do whatever. Such people should be removed from that minority bloc. We want the speaker to stand. If it causes him to sit to next to allow their seat to be vacant, that's what we want. The law must be the law. So I'm happy about today. Thank you so much.
You know I got issue with you, eh?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
No. What kind of issue is that?
Okay. Why you stop calling me? Anyway, we'll talk.
It was when you came on air, then you said that you had traveled to Africa and other places.
Look at poor excuse. But we're talking off air. No problem. We're talking off air. Now I was in Africa, Italy, true that she can't be here. But anyway, folks, we have to go home, and let me say, yes, we are taking our weekend break to rest for the weekend and return on Monday.
My people, where you at?
But whatever the case is, it's a win for democracy. It's a win for the rule of law. And those members of the bench, the full bench of the Supreme Court, have shown to the world that Liberia still has men and women. You can look in the face of influences and say, no, let's follow the law. Let me say thanks and congratulations to all of you tomorrow. It's Saturday. We will be around interacting with different things. But you have to reach out to the Supreme Court member and tell them thank you, congratulations. Tell them thank you, they are decent people.
We tired with their promises.
Oh yes, they're decent people. So until we see you on Monday, Quincetti is here with his a bowl of tea.
We saw it.
Well, you can't have a cup of tea, but they make a kind of bowl of tea. A bowl of tea. Thanks to much. My name is Austin. We shall be back here on Monday by God's grace. Yeah, bye bye.
You screw us. You screw us.